How old are you?
Hello, 26.
All right. What do you got? What are we here for?
Um, so I'm at the point in my life where like I want to settle down. I want to find like a partner and be serious about my love life.
A partner?
But I
A
don't know where to
partner?
start.
A partner? What is that?
Yes,
What's a partner?
a man.
No, a man's not a partner. A man is a husband.
A husband.
No,
Yes.
no, no. A partner is somebody you go into business with. A man is a husband. You want
Right.
a husband?
Exactly.
Do you want a husband or do you want a partner? Because you can go get a female partner.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want a husband.
Okay. So that means you want to be a wife.
Yes.
Okay. What is the role of a wife?
Um, I mean, children. I don't need a cookbook. Well,
I'm listening. I said, I'm asking what's the role of a wife. You said children.
so
So
a
what's
role
the
of a
role?
wife would be like children and
Okay.
to bear a
I
child.
don't need a cookbook.
Hmm.
Stop. What are you doing? I can't.
Okay. So
Stop.
the role of a wife is to bear a child. Okay. What's the role of a husband?
Um, to provide for his family. This is to provide for his family, right?
I'm asking you.
Yeah, to provide, like to provide, the provider, the
Hmm.
protector.
I don't think you're serious. You put no
You
thought
don't
in.
think I'm serious?
No, no, you put no thought into this. I mean, no offense, man, but I take what I do very seriously. And you ladies come over here oftentimes just laughing and giggling, and you got to realize you're on a platform with millions of subscribers, seen by hundreds of thousands of people. So, I mean, I leave it up to people to decide how they want to be looked at. But when I ask you what the role of a wife is, you say to have children. Okay. And that tells me you haven't thought about what it means to be a wife. So, do you just really want a wedding and to be called a wife? Because that's really what I find most of you ladies want. You just don't. You want a wedding and to be called a wife, and then one person to have sex with, so you don't have to get out here and just keep running through random johns.
No, I don't. I don't want that. I don't.
Well,
I don't want that.
what do you? What? Okay, so let's start all over again. You're 26, and you want a partner. Well, you define as a husband. But do you really know what it means to be married? Do you really know what the roles are and what's expected of you?
Maybe I don't.
Then why should you get it? Why should you go to a job just because you want the benefits and you don't even know the job duties? Wouldn't it make sense that you at least knew the job duties and were qualified to get it done before you got the paycheck and the benefits?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay. So now that we got that done, uh, were your mother and father married?
Yeah, married, and separated, but still living together.
Okay, cool. Do you have any siblings?
I do.
Brothers, sisters, what?
Yeah, so I have a sister, she's 28, and I have a younger brother that is 18.
Were you raised by your were you where were you raised to think or prioritize marriage according to your from your mother's standpoint? So your mother raised you to think about marriage and relationships on a scale from 1 to 10. Where did she tell you to prioritize marriage, being a wife and having children in the context of a marriage?
Um, what did she tell me to prioritize?
I'm
She
asking
got not
on what scale from from scale to 1 to 10. How important of a priority did she raise you to be a wife and a mother of children in the context of a marriage?
probably like a one.
All right. So if you weren't raised, if your mother, who's a wife, did not raise you as a daughter to prioritize being a wife and a mother, it makes sense that
Yeah,
you don't know any of this stuff. So how can you actually get it if there were men out there who were suitable husbands looking for wives? Why would they go looking for women who don't know what it is, haven't done the research on it, and were raised to prioritize it at the lowest level possible?
you're right.
Right. And this is the and the that opening eye thing. I need you ladies to start understanding that's what you guys are asking men to do. Just marry me because, and I'll figure it out on the job. But does that work anywhere else in the adult world? Just hire me because I want the benefits and the pay. I don't know how to do the job. I don't even know the job description, but I want what you got. Give me your shit and I'll figure it out. All right. So now that we've got the hard questions out of the way, um, is when did you start? Is this the first time you've been made to realize that you don't know what it is you want?
Yeah.
Okay. And at 26 years old, that's better than most. Um, by what age do you feel like you need to have this stuff figured out so you can to be an actual viable candidate on the market?
I don't know. I feel like I should have already had this
Well,
figured
that didn't
out
happen.
because
That didn't happen. So, how long do you think? How long are you going to give yourself to get this stuff taken care of?
not long.
How long?
How long? By the end of like this year.
And this year is a couple of months.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, and how much do you think that's going to cost you?
I'm sorry. What, excuse me?
How much do you think that's going to cost you?
A lot. Yeah,
I need
a
a
lot.
dollar value, man.
What?
I need a dollar value.
Oh, well, I know you are like,
No, no, not me. I'm just asking. How much do you think it's going to cost you to learn what women were typically learn from age 4 up until 16 or 17?
how much is it going to cost? Like therapy and stuff like that?
I'm
Counseling?
talking about all the stuff you need to learn. You didn't learn it from your mother, so you got to learn it from somewhere. The person you're going to learn it from ain't related to you. They're going to, you got, if they know it, it's valuable, right?
Yeah,
Do you get valuable information for free? Did you go to college?
not always. Yes.
Did you graduate from college?
No, I'm currently still
But they
in
don't give it to
college.
you for free though, right?
Yes, right.
Because it has an impact on your life and it's more valuable. So you understand that. So I'm asking you, use the same logic. How much is it going to cost you?
I would pay anything to know this information.
Not anything, because you don't have infinite money. I'm just trying to ask you, what do you think it's going to cost?
I don't know.
And then how do you know if the information you're going to get is worth it?
Well,
See,
you
what I'm
never
showing
know.
you guys is our women have been taught to prioritize marriage at the lowest levels. So where even when it crosses their mind that they want something different, they actually been women in general have been taught that everything they want is free. So the answer is someone's going to give it to me like my mother should have taught it to me. And they're going to give it to me the way I want it, in the frequency and time frame I want it, and all I have to do is ask for it. They don't do that when it comes to college. They know they got to meet the qualifications and pay that tuition. So in that, the bottom line is you're hearing another woman who doesn't think a man is worth investment. You pay more money to get a degree that's going to have what kind of impact on your life versus a husband who's going to have a major impact on your life. That's my point. And this is why so many of our women um, die alone.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not. I
that's good.
mean, you've been pleasant, but what I want you to understand is the knowledge you want is valuable. But we've had multiple matchmakers quit working with black women because these women, quote, black women's unrealistic expectations, wanting something for nothing, all these other things. Black women trying to help black women get married, and black women don't want to pay for anything. And even if you found a
Yeah,
regular, average, everyday guy making $50,000 a year, and he was 30 years old, and he made that until age 70, that's 40 years. That's $2 million in income, plus a man, plus everything a man is outside of just income and provision and protection. And that should be free. Where can you go get a $2 million impact to your life plus legacy for nothing? Ladies, understand something. Relationships cost you too. I'm glad you were at least able to understand that example, but yeah, in order to find out what you're going to find out, your mother can't help you. She did you a disservice by not training you and teaching you up front. I have a video that you should go watch on my channel called "It's Your Mother's Fault." And in that video, I
hmm
detail how many women were married, still currently married, who did not teach their daughters one positive thing about finding a husband. In fact, they taught their daughters to go do the opposite, go get a degree and wait for the world to sort it out. But when given an opportunity, none of them thought their mothers would want to do what they were raised to do. You're
yeah,
gonna need you're gonna need a coach. You're gonna need a matchmaker. You're gonna need a yeah. So that's why I tell you, ladies, it is wise to go invest in a personal trainer, a therapist, and a matchmaker. So get a part-time job, because if you were trying to break into high society or to the upper echelon of anything, it has a cost. You don't get to move into these areas without cost. And quality men cost. And if you're not willing to, and if women aren't willing to pay the price, Becky, Marisol, Mylene, and Jamila are there waiting for y'all to drop the ball. Hold on just a second. Please. That's okay. How old are
Me, I am 53. No, I'll be 53.
you? Okay, you have YouTube playing in the background. You need to mute it.
No, I don't.
Okay.
But we can stop that. Well,
Okay, so you're 53?
I am.
Okay, so what's the question? What are we talking about today? Let me see if somebody else has a conversation. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I'm hearing YouTube playing in the background, so you need to close the YouTube windows. I don't think you need to have open the StreamYard. Don't unmute yourself until you close the windows. I'll tell you one thing about my generation, man. We suck at technology. Man, you have YouTube playing in the background or another window open.
I,
I'm going to mute you.
I
I
don't know.
keep hearing back. Stop unmuting yourself until you close down all the other windows. Okay. I keep telling her to stop unmuting herself, but she keeps doing it. One thing my Generation X, the people who grew up with Atari 2600 and stuff, my generation thought computers and software was a joke. And it fucking it grinds my gears to no end. The Generation X sucks at technology. You see me, and I am nimble with the technology, always learning. It's a goddamn shame that the people at our age who have the most wisdom suck at this stuff. I'm not saying you, Miss Ali. I'm just saying in general. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Okay, go ahead.
Great. No, I'm grateful to be on here. Finally, I was able to. I don't necessarily disagree, and I say in the most humblest manner, I am a Muslim,
Okay.
and I say I want to disagree. Oh, just humor me. And
Okay.
our women today that come on, I watch you, and it pains me sometimes. Their behaviors, the way that they don't listen. And I'm divorced. I have three grown children, four from my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I might have a chance
So what do
because
you disagree about? What do you disagree with?
that a woman my age, the possibility of me finding a man or a man finding me or being chosen, um, I disagree. I think with the behaviors of my sisters, how unfortunate. I think that there's a great possibility. I don't need a six-figure man.
Okay, you talking about you or you talking about your sisters?
Me,
Okay.
yes.
A blind squirrel can find a nut.
No, 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 no. I listen
One,
to.
okay, I let you speak unmolested. A blind squirrel can look up and find a nut.
Mhm.
What percentage chance would you give the average 50 plus year old unmarried black woman at finding a husband?
50%. And yes,
You can't make this shit up.
should I roll for that, baby?
Ma'am, 1 in 4 black women will marry in their lifetime. And you're saying that women over 50 have a twice as likely chance. Please explain to us why.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. And just in response to the conversations that you have, the attitudes, the non-cooperativeness. Yes, I am an older woman. I'm not looking for a six-figure income man. I'm an average woman. So just on that alone, no, just
But
that
ma'am,
alone.
what you're explaining is why you're giving women a 50% opportunity to find a husband over age 50. That's what you said. You said,
Yeah. Well,
okay. Well, then, but you understand that black women today, all age ranges, 26% will marry, right?
okay, right.
So you're saying that that number doesn't matter. If you're over 50, you got a 50-50 shot of getting a husband. That's mathematically implausible. You can't make that math work. Why would you have a better chance to get married over 50 than you do at 20?
Oh, I didn't say in comparison to a 20-year-old. So my response is this: at my age, and you stating also, I can't give you the numbers that
Mm-hmm.
the men my age are looking for the younger women, and just by
Right.
listening to your platform,
Right.
right.
I'm listening. I'm going ahead.
Oh yeah, some of us are not prepared. We're not wives, and like I said, humor me. It's
I think
just
that
from this.
I think that you're saying one. You saying two black. You saying 100 black women, 50 years or older. Just say 50 years old. You're saying in a room of 100 single black women, 50 years old. You're saying 50 of them will get married.
Yeah, that's what I said. I would like change my answer, but I said humor me, yeah, because of the behaviors of my sisters,
Okay.
my black women. Yeah, I mean, I listen to your platforms, and sometimes it pains me the responses that we give, and
I
we don't
don't.
even listen.
I don't
We
think
don't.
you're. I don't think you're. I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying,
I,
ma'am. If there were today, the number says that one in four, 20 in that room of 100 black women, only 26 of them will get married. And what you're saying is, I think that women over 50, if I gave you a room of 150-year-olds, 50 of them will get married. That doesn't make any sense. The number's supposed to be much less.
okay, great. So
So you're saying that, and when you came in and saying you don't think that I give the women a fair shot, you think that women my age is not over, and I'm like, yeah, it is.
yeah, but what is the first thing I said also was humor me though, but
Okay,
no, because like I said, I'm not looking for a six-figure income.
I get
I
it.
understand what.
I get it. It doesn't have to be six
Yeah,
figures
what
now.
average? Yeah, and like
Hmm.
you say, yeah, I agree. There's a lot of single men out here that's looking for women. I
But they're
know
not looking
that.
for 50-year-old
What?
women.
Yeah.
They're not looking for 50-year-old women. That's why I started asking women the question, what is life going to look like for you at 50? See, I understand, man, because you're in this position, and what women in your position have left, all you have is hope.
But you know what? I'm
Listen,
not a
listen,
hope. I'm
listen,
not.
listen, listen. I didn't say you. I said women in your position, because life has changed. When you were 21, women were in the driver's seat. You could determine if and when you went out. You determined if you went out on a date. You darn sure determined when sex happened, and you determined when the babies happened. That was 100% up to women. Men had to try to figure out the combination. We had to keep trying to come back, like going to the carnival, trying to win those little prizes. And y'all knew the combination, and y'all relished that because it was all weighted on your side. But what happens over age 30? The game changes. But in our community, because black don't crack, and of our culture, our women don't get the memo until they're almost 40, and it's 10 years too late. So many women are starting to, after 35, start to really start, "Oh, I want to be a wife and have," but it's too late for many. So I talk to women who were over 45, and they're asking, where can I go find husbands and this and that? I'm like, where are the 60-year-old men looking to marry? There are no men looking to marry you.
Yeah.
If a man is 50, it's like I'm 52. If I were going to remarry, why would I marry a woman 50, and I can marry a woman that's 28?
Oh, is that a question? No, I
Yeah.
understand that, but
But
believe me,
that's why I say the percentage chances are much lower because,
and
go ahead.
okay, then I will agree with that. When I first started, I said, humor me.
Mhm.
I have gentleman friend 50 years old, and we have these type of conversations. You're gonna marry if you meet someone, Samir, they're gonna be your age or older. That I
Mhm.
understand. Now, mind you, I was married for 22 years.
Mhm.
I understand that. First of all, you said that we will want a stepdad. I have a 13-year-old son. And no, I don't. So, oh, I'm not waiting like I have time, but I understand those
Well,
things.
ma'am, I didn't say that
And
specifically to you. Okay, please don't
no,
apply.
no,
Well, when I say stepdad, ma'am, if you're marrying, the man will be a stepfather.
but yeah, mhm,
Okay, so that's just a statement of fact.
yeah, yeah. So
But you and your husband were married. Why did you guys divorce?
because we never communicated where we were, what we
Okay,
wanted,
all
we
right.
never ever
So how
really
long have
sat
you
down
guys
and
been
talked.
divorced?
Um, that's a good question. And haven't
No,
said,
it's just a legal question.
uh, wow, maybe I have to sit down because legally we're still married. We're just not together. He is in another relationship right now. So,
But you have a legal state marriage.
yes,
So
yes.
why not just do things the right way and just dissolve it?
End it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I listen to what you say. So he
because you
has a
can't
two.
move into another situation even if it presented itself.
Yeah, so he had so he has a two family income. It would be plausible that he is the one that spends the money and file for a divorce. He's moved on with his life. I agree. I'm not a bitter woman, you know. So
But okay, one thing that I understand with us, we don't do things in order. Do you want to be remarried?
um I would like to be, yeah, I do.
Okay. Um. Well, if you're not living together and he's in another relationship, the divorce needs to happen. But all I'm saying is that I'm a strong advocate for families staying together because when's the last time you had a date?
2 years ago I went out on a date.
Okay,
And it,
ma'am. So how? Okay, so due respect. 2 years ago, you had a date,
mhm,
and you're 50. At
yeah.
that rate, you're not going to remarry. One date every 2 years don't cut it. And I'm tired of seeing black women dying alone.
Ooh, yeah.
And it's like, well, we didn't get together, we didn't talk together. I don't care. I said this on Instagram last night. A woman asked me a question. She said she got married early on, had 6 kids, and she asked me, "Well, now my ex-husband was snooping, sniffing back around." And you know, I told her point blank. I told my ex-wife she's remarried. I told her if she hadn't gotten remarried, and if I got to be around 60 some 65 years old and she was still in marriage, I'm like, oh, look here, we ain't got another but 10 years in this piece. We just need to go ahead and get remarried again and live in the house and do it for the family. You go to your front room, I'll go back over here
Amen. Mhm.
because this is stupid. My, I think the biggest gift we as Generation X can give to the black community is saying we got bad information and we made bad relationship decisions. We didn't do it right. We had the war on drugs, crack, HIV, AIDS, Reaganomics. We had a lot. We had Generation X. I think history is going to be very sympathetic to us because we're almost like another lost generation. We never really had a chance. We're sandwiched between the baby boomers and millennials. But what we could do to the younger generation is tell them we should have stayed together.
And, man, and and I agree. And I wanted to share this with you too. I agree. I think that it did not do my children a justice. I have a 21-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
18, 17, 13-year old, and I think that it put something on their brains. I
Mm-hmm.
don't it wasn't a positive for them. We were married for 22 years.
Right.
Yeah,
Is he
yeah, in my heart,
remarried?
no.
Is he remarried?
No, he's living with someone.
They can go away.
But well, maybe I'll
Y'all are
book a
still
session
legally
because
married. Y'all are still legally married. And the
yeah.
way, and if I'm gonna use my Thanos glove, I'd snap that chick away, and y'all sit down and have a conversation with people, and we'd say, y'all need to sit y'all's ass down and figure out how to y'all talk to each other on Tuesday and Thursday and leave each other alone the rest of the week. You go front room, he go in the back room, y'all live in the same house. You give him his insulin shot, he rub your feet, and then when he die, he be in the ground. When you die, you be in the ground next to him, and your kids can come see their mom and daddy next to each other, like we got a chance to goddamn see. I am
Yeah.
sick of seeing black graveyards with families upon families upon families. And we're going to be the first mother freaking generation of single people buried out there by ourselves. This is it's the one gift we can give them because we can't go back and we can't go back and undo. We made the best decisions we could with the information we had. We didn't want to end it this way, but for us that are still here, we can tell these young folks, stay together.
Yeah.
Stop trying to look for something else out here. You don't want to be out here doing this. So
Oh,
y'all are still legally married. This woman I talked to yesterday, she was she was a bishop's daughter, and she was
mhm,
involved in a relationship with a woman. And I said, you better go back with your ex husband, and you better figure something out.
yeah.
Dating at this age, it sucks.
Yeah, it does. And you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say y'all can turn some heads, but I do understand what you're saying. A lot of men will sleep with me
Turn some,
if
but
given the
but they don't want
opportunity.
you on. You, I mean, look, man, we ain't got look. Come on now,
Yeah,
you ain't
yeah,
nothing new. Ain't nothing new.
yeah,
Ain't nothing
yeah,
new. I'd rather turn the channel. I'd rather turn the channel and watch Matlock or some shit. Come on now. I ain't trying to hear all these turn heads. Fuck all
yeah.
that. We
Oh
come
yeah,
on now. Come
yeah.
on. We didn't get past all that. But see,
I agree.
and
Yeah,
these young people need to hear more conversations with people our age, realizing because they get their cues from us. We didn't need no man, this, that, da 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 da. No. I would love to hear women of your age start telling younger women relationships are good. Men are for more than sex and provision. Men are worth
right.
something, and that's an inheritance that you can give your children, your daughters, and your sons that
Mhm,
money cannot do. Give
yeah,
them relationships so they can have a better opportunity. Because our time is done.
yeah.
We're not going back. I mean, yeah, I could still get married and have kids, but for women, nature's made choices for y'all.
Oh yeah,
But the remainder of life could still be better together than apart.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Spotlight News. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hope you're doing well, all guys. How have been your day? Before we proceed, let's give respect to the fallen legend Papa Kevin Samuels for his good work he has done and for bringing out the peak of love to the community and to bring back the peace of family. Because as we go in new generations, many a long time ago, families were the best, and it was something that was seen as respectful to the society. But this time around, it's so unfortunately that a lot of members are losing interest in one way or the other, are losing interest in families, are losing interest in how they coordinate themselves and how they bring out their self in one way or the other. So at the end of the day, you find it very hard for someone to have a family because they think it's not good to have a relationship or a family because someone or somehow someone somewhere is not doing right with their family, so they have to come together and end this family issue. So you find it very hard for the youth, the upcoming youth, to grow up saying that it's okay for a mom to be a single mom, it's okay for a man to be a single dad. So it's very hard for this young generation to come up with a family because at the end of the day they are seeing from their old generations that this is not a right way to deal with families. So at the end of the day, if you're to look at this, most ladies, what they speak about men, it's so unfortunately that it's so annoying that at the end of the day, even when they are, how can you tell me a single mom is raising a daughter or a son, and the way they talk about single fatherhood is very bad. And how would you think that kid would have interest to be a father and a mother relationship? That means there will be no relationship unless otherwise. But I'm telling you the fact that in ATS, relationship or marriages were working out, but right now they aren't working out because At the end of the day, you find it very hard for people to connect, because at times people are looking at this as failed goals of relationship, as they don't want to talk about it or to speak about anything like relationship. So as we are continuing, we are going to look at this lady. She's a single mom, and according to what she speaks, she thinks she understands a lot. First of all, before you come to an interview, be ready to be asked questions, and you're ready to answer, but don't just chill. You be like, it's like it's your knowledge, it's your what, you speak wherever you want because you feel like this is the one favoring you. At the end of the day, you end up messing up everything, and you can't stand it alone. Let me tell you, if you're a single mother and you have a man out there and they accept you as you are, just thank the Almighty. I'm telling you, men don't want single mothers. And not only single mothers, actually, in this generation, even you find men don't want to marry. So when a man starts to accept you with your kid, just thank God according to that, because it's not easy for a man to take you as a single mom, because actually these are the same men making us single mothers, and at the same time they drop us. But you find a man of, let me say, 5 kids, but he's saying, I don't want to marry a lady with kids. Are you getting me? I think you're getting what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, if you mess up, let me say, ladies, okay, most ladies, 90% think after giving birth and you're a single mom, there is that percentage that goes low. Though some of them think it's a high value, but at times it's not. But if you work out your mistake you made when you're still young or what, you can bring it out. And at times, if you look at these ladies, they are the ones that cause these marriages to break up. So guys, let me tell you this, let us learn how to hold families. And unless it's worse, my motto is, unless it gets worse and to someone is about to die in the relationship, move out. But if it's sortable, please, you can sit and sort it with your loved one. Yeah, and I love you all. Let me say bye-bye, and don't forget that I love you so much. Let's give respect to the fallen legend, Pepper Kevin Summers. You're there, you have a youths and other group you can teach about relationship. You can tap on Kevin Summers videos as we go on to like. Bye-bye. I love you so much, guys.